Hey guys, it's Dan from Veritas Mycology. How is everybody today? It is Friday, and I'm rocking a new haircut. Yes, I am. Thank you. Shout out to Amanda at Allure Salon there in Stanton. Thanks for fitting me in today. And what a great conversation we had, man. It's so lovely to meet people. Amanda's a very nice young lady. I really enjoyed that. So I'm here to talk to you guys. We're doing some grain soaking, and I wanted to talk to you about that. Let me give you a quick recipe for our grain soak. It works like this: for every kilogram of dry grain by weight, we use 3 liters of water. And to that 3 liters of water, if it's millet, we add 1 tablespoon of gypsum. And if it is wheat berries, we add 1/2 of a tablespoon of gypsum. Also to that, for every liter of water that we use, we add 1 gram of our starch. So if we were going to use honey, if we've been using honey powder, because we use our leading feeding system. I haven't really gone over that much with you guys, but if we plan to use a sugar at all to accelerate or to intensify growth, then we typically start that in the culturing process, move it through when we pour plates and so forth, when we're selecting and isolating, and then we again, during inoculation phase, we feed it again, and sometimes we'll even go as far as adulterating our substrate with a little bit of that same starch. So we call it leading feeding. We don't know what the technical term is, it's just what we've called it, but it's worked great for us. We even use some sawdust sometimes when we're using, when we're growing wood lovers. We'll get them conditioned for that. But one thing that we've loved to do, and we've found success with, and we hope that you guys might too, so if you want to try it, is using a coffee grinder. And that's really all that is a coffee grinder. It's a pretty nifty one that we got off Amazon, actually. It's got 2 different grinders on it, and we use that for grinding up our wheat and for also grinding up our millet. We use that recipe, we add those to our liquid cultures, we add those to our agar plates, actually, believe it or not. And we also sometimes, like I said, we've been known to add a little sawdust in there for our wood lovers. We call it leading feeding because it seems to condition the mycelium to be more vigorous and to be aware of the food that's coming and be prepared to colonize it fast. It seems to work that way. Now, I've also seen pretty decent results from people doing a staggered approach to that, where they'll feed it one thing, get a condition for that, and then switch it up on it. It's almost kind of the same theory as like what do they call that? Drastic changes in your workout program to keep your muscle memory, from getting too used to what you're doing. So, sorry, I keep touching my hair. It's a new haircut. I'm an old man. There is some kind of theory on that, and I do know that there are people out there that like it that way, and some that believe that staying with the same food source. I don't know. Check it out for yourself and see. This is what we found works for us. Like I said, what we're sharing with you is not necessarily the best way. It's our way. It just means that we figured it out this way, and we're getting these results, and we can definitely stand to straighten and definitely want to do better. So help us out with that. If you've got a better way, we want to know it, and then we'll help you share it. Right on. So we do use gypsum in there. I explain the proportions of that, and it's very simple. If you want to scale that up, with the sugar and all that, like if you're going to do 5 kilos of grain, if you're going to soak 5 kilos of grain, you're going to use 15 liters of water, or that would be our formula, and then you would use 15 grams of your sugar in there, and you would use, if it was millet, you'd use 5 tablespoons of gypsum, and if it was wheat berries, you'd use 2.5 tablespoons of gypsum. It's pretty simple, and there are other additives and adulterants you can add. Some people add salt. There are people that swear by yeast flakes, nutritional yeast flakes. There are other people that think bee pollen cannot be done without. There's some that believe in, coconut flour adding nutritional value. All these things I believe are true. I don't believe anybody's got like a placebo thing going on with the mycelium here. I think the results are valid. I just think we need to study all this more and talk about it some more. If you guys are doing it a different way, let's compare notes, man, and figure out what we've got going on. And we are getting ready to build a greenhouse, so we're going to run some bigger experiments like this, and we want to send some feelers out there for people that want to run some independent experiments with us. Get in touch with us. We're out here in climate zone 7 in Virginia. I guess we're middle Virginia, Shenandoah Valley. But if anybody wants to run, we got one friend What's up, Connor? We got a friend out there in Oklahoma, and we've got some friends, Forage for Fun, what's up, people, that I think are going to work with us on another one. So we want to work on a few of these. We're also going to talk to some of the vineyards around here, and there's a huge viticulture industry around here. We want to talk to them. And maybe we can find a way for mushrooms to help improve the viticulture industry and get some symbiosis going. Wouldn't that be cool? Because symbiosis be like the ultimate form of expression. I think, man, that's like the ultimate way of showing love. Symbiosis. Right on. Well, just have a Bill and Ted moment. Be excellent to each other. Right on. All right, so what was I talking about? Yes, grain soaks. So we soak ours typically for 12 to 18 hours. All right, you're not looking for mush, especially when it comes to millet. Be careful with your millet. Let it retain and we do use, by the way, we use hulled millet, if that matters to anybody. And it's organic. Both of our grains are organic, but we buy them from a co-op. So we soak them in stainless steel. Cold water is what we start with, and actually the water that we actually use, if you want to get want us to be honest, is this. It's flow water. It's bottled here in Verona, Virginia, and it's fantastic water. It's actually got an 8.1 pH when it comes out. Usually we find when we test it at the bottle, it runs about 7.5, 7.8, something like that, but that's good for us. It's perfect for our purposes, works great for our poultrying, etc., and it's tasty, delicious water. Thanks, Flo. So speaking of pH, we do check pH here. We think it's important, and you probably should too if you're not aware of what pH is. Get yourself one of these, look it up. It's your acid to base scale, and this one's pretty inclusive and shows it all on there, and it's just a color coding thing. You just kind of pull one piece of tape off, zip, zap, zip, and you touch it into whatever it is that you're testing. And lo and behold, Captain, it's green! It'll turn green on you. Well, it will if that's the color match, and then that shows we're about 7.5, something like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Pretty easy, simple stuff. Hydrion's been around since the first time I ever crawled into a lab, I'm sure, and probably longer than that. They're a great company, and we use their stuff. We also have an electronic pH tester that works really great, but I didn't feel like running through buffering solution today, so I just pulled out the old school, because I am old school. All right, so our grain soaks, when we're done with that, we pack it into bags or jars, whichever one we're gonna use, seal them up and run them through our pressure cooker. Now, our pressure cooker is not really a pressure cooker. Ours is actually an autoclave. So it's not the same as yours. We run ours at a little bit higher temperature and a little bit shorter time. We run a little higher pressure, let me say, and a little bit shorter time. So that being said, read your pressure cooker instructions and check and see what the generally accepted rule is. I don't even want to lie to you by giving you a guesstimation here. I know 90 minutes generally works at those lower temperatures, and that's probably what it is. Just double check and make sure. Make sure you're not overcooking your stuff. You might have a different kind of pressure cooker than you think. You might think it's a pressure cooker, and it might actually be a sterilizer. Like if you've got an All-American, that's basically what you've got. So make sure that you've got one that's that you're reading and you know exactly what it is. You've got, especially if you bought them secondhand. And the reason I say that is because I buy all kinds of stuff secondhand. I believe that's a great way to purchase stuff. It's no reason to go out and buy new when somebody got tired of their old stuff. And I like to fix stuff. Besides that, I'm old. I hope I don't get thrown on the scrap heap. So, hey, shout out to, I don't know who these people are, but listen, these people are really cool. Like, we bought 4 of these gallon glass jars here to use with a new process that we're working on. And these cool people threw us all kinds of extras in there, like, for no reason. We just ordered a 4-pack of their jars. And their name was like, Morgan, what was that company's name? I think Morgan done left the old boy. They were like the Inventors Depot or something like that. They're on Amazon, but they sell these things. They sell a 4-pack of these jars, and I guess they're fermenting lids or something. But really quality packaging, and like all these extras that we didn't know, including labels, which we don't have labels for that side of the jar around. So it was nice to have those, and it was very kind of them to think about that. I appreciate a company that puts something out that's like, yeah, you're gonna need all these little extras, and isn't like, here, now come buy them from us. No, but they're like, here, we'll just give them to you. What a cool way to do business. Like, I will buy more stuff from them just because of that, because that was really nice of them to think of me, and I appreciate it. So we're very cool with that, and Morgan appreciates it too, because labels are his thing. So we were talking about the grain. Again, I digress, as I always do. The grain, very simple. When you're done packing in your jars, put it in your PC or your autoclave. Do it for the recommended time. Take it out, And of course, use a knock lock. So you don't have to put needles out there into the stream, right? Use a knock lock if you can. Listen, guys, we're going to sell the knock locks for people that just want to modify their own jars. We're kind of thinking about just not selling jars at all. So let us know what y'all would think about that if we just started putting the knock lock out and like sold a little kit where you can install anything. Like it came with a little rubber grommet and came with a little filter patch, and you just, drilled your own hole and put it in the thing that you had. Would that be cool? Because I don't really know how I feel about putting all this extra plastic out there when you guys maybe don't need it when you already got jars and stuff. So maybe we don't need to be doing that. Maybe we can do something a little different. Why don't you hit us back and let us know. If you got questions about the grain soap, do hit us up and let us know. I'll be working on an agar video that we will be releasing probably tomorrow. So let me get that edited up and finished up for you. And I'll show you how to pour some agar plates in our low-tech flow hood. Right on. Have a great day, guys. It's good talking to you. And stay safe out there. To our friends and families and stuff down there that are going through it in Texas, Oklahoma, and every place else that's being hit, man. We feel you and we're sorry. We wish we could help or do something, but our prayers and thoughts are with you. And, all you have to do is reach out. Sometimes, even though the stranger you don't know might just answer that door. And so don't forget that. Reach out there and ask for help when you need it, man. Because Lord knows if I didn't, I would not be here. So please, and don't hesitate to ask me if you need help, man. Because even if I don't know you, I want to help you and see you succeed. So we are Veritas Mycology. My name is Dan, and we will see you again soon. Have a great day, friends. Bye. Hey friends, don't forget to check us out at www.veritasmycology.org. Find us on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Reddit. Also, see us on YouTube where we post all our videos. Have a great day.